Okay, let's talk about one of the most underrated peptides that can completely change how you feel. It's called glutathione. You've probably heard it called the master antioxidant, but most people have no idea what that really means or how much it impacts everything from energy, inflammation, skin health, and even hormone balance. So, in this quick masterclass, I'm going to break down what glutathione is, what it actually does in our body, who it's for, and how I personally use it as part of my peptide stack. So, first, what is glutathione and why it matters? Glutathione is something your body naturally makes. It's a tripeptide made up of three amino acids: glutamine, cysteine, and glycine. And its main job is detoxification and cellular protection. Think of it like your body's cleanup crew. Every single day, you're exposed to stress, toxins, alcohol, poor sleep, processed foods. All of these that creates oxidative stress. When your glutathione levels drop, which they naturally do as we age, especially after 35, you start to feel it. You might notice things like fatigue, that coffee just cannot fix, brain fog, slow recovery from workouts, more inflammation, um, having a cocktail and having it really affect you the next day, your skin, maybe it looks dull or uneven. Glutathione helps neutralize all that oxidative damage so your body can perform and repair the way it's supposed to do. So, what makes this peptide glutathione different? Now, there are a lot of glutathione supplements out there, but when it is used in peptide form or through pharmaceutical grade injectables or troches, it's bioavailable, meaning your body actually absorbs it and uses it. I always tell people if it's coming to you in capsule form, I would just pass on it because it just doesn't pass through your gut. It's going to get broken down, and you're really just not going to absorb it like you do when you're doing a sub-Q injection. That's why so many women who start using glutathione notice faster recovery, clearer skin, and improved energy because it's working at a cellular level. And so, my personal experience is really amazing. This is actually one of my most favorite peptides. I started using glutathione when I was struggling with inflammation and energy crashes. I was actually having issues with cystic acne after losing a bunch of weight. And even though I was eating clean, lifting, and sleeping well, I still felt puffy, tired, and foggy. I was having some detoxification signs during my fat loss phase, and that was coming out, like I said, as issues with my skin. The dermatologist gave me some creams. Nothing could touch it. The cystic acne just continued to come. So I did decide to add this to my stack, and within a few weeks, my recovery completely changed. My skin looked brighter. My energy felt um, more even throughout the day, and I stopped feeling that having that wired, tired feeling that you can sometimes feel when you're having too much caffeine. In addition, all of my cystic acne cleared up, and I just felt like my body was working a lot better. Now I use it regularly as a part of my foundational stack. It supports my liver, my detox pathways, and helps everything else I take work better. So you might be thinking, well, who is this for? Is this for me? And how do I use it safely? So, who benefits from something like glutathione? Honestly, pretty much everybody. As you know, we all live in a toxic soup. Everything is toxic, from the clothes on our body to the air we breathe, even the water we're drinking. And so, even specifically women 35 plus and they're navigating perimenopause, this can be an awesome ad for them because their body's already so stressed as it is. And then anyone dealing with fatigue or having sluggish detox pathways is a candidate for this. Those under chronic stress or exposed to toxins, which, as I mentioned, hello, this is just our modern life. Or lastly, anyone focused on longevity, beauty, or cellular repair. This is really going to help you glow from the inside out. And I always emphasize that it's about quality and dosing. You want pharmaceutical grade glutathione that's prescribed by a compounded by a medical provider, not something that's random that you found online. If you're drinking it or ingesting it, just pass on it. You don't want to waste your money. So, like I mentioned, the best forms to take glutathione is obviously injectable first, troche second, IV third, and your provider can guide you on what's best based on your labs and your health goals. The bigger picture, glutathione is a great foundation. Glutathione is really such a perfect peptides to just have in and out of your stack at all times of the year. It helps with everything else from energy peptides to recovery peptides. It makes them all work better because it's optimized. It's optimizing the way your cells function. If you think of your body like a house, glutathione is your cleaning crew and your repair team. You wouldn't remodel a house before cleaning up the debris. That's exactly how it works inside your body. And so, if you've been feeling tired, inflamed, or like your body just isn't bouncing back the way it used to, start by supporting it with glutathione. It's going to help support those detox pathways. Glutathione is one of the simplest, most powerful ways to do that. And so, if you have any other questions about glutathione, you can get with your LEMD educator or research more on our website. We have a lot of wonderful articles that dig into more about what it does.